tonight Jamil and I are eating homemade fish tacos.
Sort of.
If you guys didn't see the video, last video we did, we talked about, well, we didn't talk. We showed how we made some homemade fish tacos, and the recipe didn't go as planned for various reasons.
Exactly.
So we basically have a lot of the ingredients we used last time, except we actually did cheat, and we used some breaded fish that we got from Trader Joe's, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, let me explain just a little bit more if you don't mind. If you haven't seen the video, the cooking video, feel free to check it out. The recipe is great. It's just that I made a mistake when cooking stuff. I technically failed. But with that said, what happened was the fish was a little bit too lemony and not seasoned well enough. So like Kristen said, what we did, we actually had some Trader Joe's halibut fish, which is really good. And we just broke it into pieces and put it on here for the tacos. So kind of worked out.
Yeah, and it looks really, really good.
Exactly.
So we're hungry.
Exactly right. Yes.
And then we have a story time for you today.
We do, you guys.
We are so excited.
Yeah.
Some really cool new things, good news, I guess, right? I mean, it's kind of weird to be so excited about it, but I am.
Yeah, well, I think I'm excited about it, and I think it's going to be really cool. I think you guys will like it. So let's go ahead and dig in. Let's get it going.
Okay.
Yes, and this time we cooked these shells. Last time, a little bit earlier today, when we were cooking and stuff like that, we didn't cook the shell, so it was like falling apart and stuff like that. Now it's not. Hopefully not.
The slime has no juice.
No, you're kidding me.
Zero juice. That half. Yeah. Okay, this one does.
Oh, okay, good,
I don't know what was going on with that half.
I wonder if it's not ripe.
Yeah. No, some are definitely just not ripe and you don't get anything. But I got juice on the other one. That was weird. It like squeezed, but there was no juice that came out.
This one came juiced a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, I got these limes also from Trader Joe's too, and I feel like when you go to Trader Joe's, if you guys haven't gone there, they have stuff that's definitely not quite ripe yet a lot of times. Like their avocados are like never ripe. They're always like you got to take them home, put them in the bag, and kind of wait for them, you know? Okay, how are they? I'm not even going to hot sauce it up. I'm going to take a bite first. It's good?
A million times better than before.
Yeah, I think so. That halibut, we needed that, you guys. So what we're doing with the fish, because I cooked a lot of it, I'm going to go ahead and freeze it for now. We're going to eat it a little bit later, but I'm going to re-season it. Obviously, like I said, there's a lot of lemon, so I don't even know if it can be saved, but hopefully it can. So we'll see.
I mean, the slaw is great. The white sauce I love more. I wonder if like the seasoning marinated more.
Yeah. It has been a couple hours.
But the fish is a million times better.
Yeah. It's really good. So if you do go to Trader Joe's, it's called it's just their halibut fish. It's frozen section. Can't remember what the box looked like, but
it's like blue.
Yeah, but pretty much it's for like fish and chips, you know. But that's the type of that breading. That's the best type of fish tacos.
I agree.
You know.
Right.
I wish I had made the fish tacos with this breading. You know, it would have been better.
This is way better than before. Like night and day, I think. So
it is, huh?
I'm very happy.
And I think I agree with you. No, sorry, not I think. I know. Yeah. So, anyways, another problem. Yeah, when we tested it out and stuff like that, I didn't pan fry it because we were just ready to eat
the tortillas.
Yeah, the tortillas.
Yeah.
I was just like, let's just fold it and go, right? And I should have done that because the thing was like falling apart. Yeah. Now it
has a good
hold
to it.
Exactly. You guys don't know if you saw the video. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm glad you guys like the homemade cooking.
Yeah.
Really, this is a delicious recipe. Like, I think we gave it a 6 or 6.5 earlier. I am moving it up to a solid 8.5. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's delicious.
Uphill, huh? You know something else? The corn is sweet corn. It doesn't taste sweet though. I think because of all the lemon juice and everything that was used in there. It just tastes like regular corn. You know? It's good. It's great.
That's true.
But that's just something that's kind of interesting.
So, guys, we have news. I want to tell you something. Okay, so, as you know, Jamil and I have been together for a very, very long time. Since we were in high school, 17. So, but we hadn't, of course we didn't live together when we were young, right? But moved in together, a few years.
What's young? We moved in when you were like 19, right? I think so. Or maybe you were 20.
You're right. Young, it's subjective. Yeah, we moved in when we were around 20. I believe it was. But anyways, Jamil's always been a snorer. Luckily for our relationship, though, I grew up in a household of snoring.
That's true.
No offense, Dad, but my dad is one of the major snorers. Oh yeah, he could win an award.
Well, a lot of people have that. I think it's. I know what you mean. Like I've never heard it, but I'm sure it's like it's pretty loud because you've always said it was. But I think I've heard stuff like that. Like I was watching a movie where someone was saying they were snoring. Some family members were snoring, and it was like going through hotel rooms. Like they could hear it down multiple ones.
Really?
Yeah. So, anyways,
it happens.
Yeah. But yes, I've snored. Not all of our relationship. I think in the beginning I didn't snore, right?
You know what? I don't think you did in the beginning.
No, because there's been plenty of times. I mean, I'm going to say within even the last like 2 years where I didn't snore for a little bit.
Yeah, no, you'll go in waves. That actually is true. That is true. But even when he did snore, luckily I was actually used to it.
Yeah.
I feel like growing up.
True.
So I didn't mind it. There's some people that cannot sleep with a snore.
Yeah.
Comment down below if you are one of those people.
Yeah. For sure. So anyway, so snoring definitely something I've always had. I think it has to do with weight for the most part. At least my issue is with weight. Because every time I tend to go up a little bit, my snoring increases. And then, as I go down a weight, it definitely decreases. So it's definitely been something I've always dealt with. But it's been nice. Like, we've been able to sleep in the same room. Kristen doesn't mind. I want to say there's a few times you'll wake me up. You're like, you're snoring. And I'm like, thanks for the info. And I go back to sleep.
Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't want to tell the fam that.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I'm boasting about how I'm used to it. It's totally fine.
Yeah, well, majority of times you are.
Right.
Like 99%.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, but there are occasions when how sometimes you're sleeping and you're kind of in a lighter sleep. You're not that deep sleep. When I'm in a deep sleep, I'm usually good.
Yeah.
But there's occasions where he's rolled over and he's like in my ear, and it's a combination of being in my ear and you having a really bad snoring night.
It's because I'm testing you. Testing your snoring loyalty. You know what I mean?
Where it rattles like a rattle. It's like so loud. It has woken me up a few times for sure. A handful of times in our relationship, but not often. So yes, when it does do that, I'll be like, okay, you're snoring, when it's really bad. So anyways, yeah, so. Yeah.
And even in that time, what you do, I remember now, you always just say, hey, can you turn over? That's all you say. I don't think you've ever said like, you're snoring and that's it. You always say, oh, hey, you mind turning over? I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And then usually too, for me turning over, sometimes it actually will it'll get less, right?
Yeah, sometimes certain positions for you make it worse. Yeah, and turning over is fine because I can hear the snoring. It's just not in my ear. You know what I mean? You'll be like 2 inches away.
Exactly.
No. And to be fair, I'm sure there's times I've snored, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't snore much. Occasionally you will. To me, I think it's 100% your positioning because majority of our relationship you didn't snore, but there are occasional times where I think you're in certain positions where maybe your airwaves trap and it's light, but there's I'm gonna say a handful of times, maybe no more than 5 times you've actually woken me up from snoring. Like there's and I sleep pretty deep, and there's been at least 5 times I know in a relationship where I'm just like, what is going on? And I hear you. And I think 1 or 2 of those times you were sick.
Oh.
So that happens too. And I think I've turned you, been like, hey, you got to turn over. Yeah. But it's funny because I do want to add this too. I know when I'm snoring a lot of times too, without you even telling anything, when I wake up, because a lot of times I wake up before Kristen, and she has a pillow over her head.
Do I?
Sometimes you do. Not all the time. Actually, it's More than a handful of times. Definitely a good amount. But
yeah. Oh, okay. That's actually funny you say that. I will go to sleep with the pillow over my head if you are snoring loud sometimes. Sometimes I'm recognizing, like, if it is too loud for me, I'll put the pillow over my, because I have a stomach sleeper, so I'll put the pillow over my head, and then I'm fine. I just hold it, and then usually really good.
Exactly.
And then it's actually kind of relaxing.
For sure.
Because I can hear a background noise, but it's not like so.
Not so in your face. Or in your ear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But that being said, you guys, I want to tell you, we actually found a solution.
I know.
Super excited. Jamil was like researching, and you found
a lot of researching. Well, they say, like, there's all sorts of, different machines out there, different things that you could do. I mean, over the years, I've tried different things. I remember one year I went on Amazon. I think this was not even that long ago, maybe like 3 years ago. I bought a wedge pillow, which, looks like a wedge, cheese wedge, for example. And they tell you, like, how to lay on it. You guys, I don't know who invented that and what they plan on doing with it, but it does not stop snoring. You know how it stops snoring? By not letting you go to sleep. The thing was so stiff. It was like $50 too.
I remember that thing. I think it was more.
Maybe it was. It was stiff. It had some crazy chemical smell to it, and you couldn't sleep on it. You couldn't sleep. It's not because of the position. The position was fine, but it was
hard.
It was just really hard.
Yeah.
So, anyways, even if I did anyways, it wouldn't have helped. And later on, because I realized with snoring, there's a certain position you have to be in. So, anyways. So I got that, right? And then I also got a mouth guard one time.
You did?
I got a mouth guard. It was just a regular mouth guard.
I remember that.
And once again, scamming people, I feel like. I feel like it was a scam. And this is why I say it, is because mouth guards aren't really scams. They're great for, like, grinding teeth and, like, quite a few other things. And for, for snoring. But the one I bought was a cheap one, and it did nothing.
I remember it did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, not only did it do nothing, it dried my mouth out. My lips were dry. They looked all crackly when I wake up.
I remember that.
So that didn't work at all. And then I think there was, and then I got these little circular cylinder small things that you can put in your nose. And they're not small enough to go, like, up your nose all the way, but just sitting in the inside. And what it's supposed to do is keep your nose open so you can breathe through it, because I'm a mouth breather for the most part. So because of that, that's where the snoring comes from a lot of times. So you put that in there, and I just remember I couldn't sleep. I only did it one day.
I forgot about that.
One night, and I took it out. Like, I was like, I can't do this. For some reason, it kept waking me up. I don't know why. It felt like I was choking.
Yep.
So that was bad. And then, you guys, I actually tried a lot of
I feel like you might have even tried something else.
I did.
Oh. You tried the sinus thing. There's that thing you put over your nose. And it's supposed to spread open your nostrils from the outside, which, by the way, I don't know if that works. Although I see, like, athletes wear it. I feel like it slightly makes a difference, but definitely not enough for, like, a major snorer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what
you're
talking about.
strips.
The strips.
Yeah.
There was that. I also, the strips were no good. They didn't help. I taped my mouth up. You guys, that's actually, if you look online, and I don't know if everyone's tried this or not.
You don't recommend this.
I don't recommend any of these things, just so you know. Do this stuff at your own will. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Like, at your own will. I just want to try it. I was like, they say that if your mouth breathes, you close up your mouth and to breathe through your nose. Now, what I did was I put slits in there so I could still breathe through my mouth if worse comes to worse. And the sides were open, and I tested it out. It was fine. But when I actually went to sleep, I'm such a mouth breather that my body did not transition to nose breathing. Yeah. So I woke up several times a night thinking I couldn't breathe, essentially,
Yeah, he's like, because you couldn't open your mouth. Yeah, which is, I can imagine that would give me anxiety, so that didn't work. So anyways, this is just, like, over the years.
One more.
Oh, you did another one?
I spent $300.
Oh, what was it?
The thing upstairs you just found? You're like, what is that?
What did I find?
In the box, it was, sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time.
It was in the, it was in that case, remember? It was like a velvet-looking case. It was supposed to, it's a machine to help you, obviously, stop snoring. I can't remember. It's called like Nora. Sleep Nora.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
What did the machine do?
So the way it worked is it's like it connects to a plug, and it has a little microphone next to it to hear when you're snoring.
Okay.
And what you do is you put like this inflatable pillow behind your pillow.
I forgot about that.
So anytime you start to snore, the theory was, and they were incorrect, the theory was when you start to snore, the thing will inflate. And what it'll do is move your head forward. By doing that, it should activate, the theory was, activate the muscles in the back that are collapsing, causing you to not snore eventually.
Yeah.
Tried it one night.
What happened?
One night only.
What happened again? It would wake you up.
It woke me up, and it woke me up in a way where I was just miserable. I was not happy.
Yeah.
It like made me like super groggy.
You were like groggy and like kind of, you were in a bad mood.
Yeah, it just put you in like a groggy type of mood, which was like not good.
Yeah.
I tried it one night, and I'd done a lot of research on it. There wasn't much info on it. But now, years later, there's info on it, and people are just like, this thing didn't work at all. So, you know.
It was a good try on an invention. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah, because you only used it once.
I only used it once.
There was a couple of the things you only used once, yeah.
But finally.
God.
Finally.
We're in 2023. After at least 5 things that we've ordered over time to no avail, we have found the solution.
Exactly.
What's it called? I forget. No.
The solution, you guys, is to put bacon in your mouth while you sleep. No, I'm just joking.
Sticking out like a walrus.
Exactly, sticking out like a walrus. No. So back to the mouth guard situation. I've heard a lot of people talk about mouth guards like really, really help. You know, your cousin mentioned it. Like they say it's really good. But the mouth guard I got, I didn't really understand it. Didn't do anything for me. The problem is because so the thing is called Snore RX. That's specifically the company I used. What it's supposed to do is it's a mouth guard, but it adjusts your bottom jaw. See, what happens is when you lay back or on your side or things like that, your jaw goes back, and I think in your tongue too, if it's really thick, because when gaining weight and stuff like that, my tongue's got thicker, it blocks your airway. So what this thing does is move your bottom jaw forward along with the tongue and stuff like that, and it clears that airway up. And I've been trying it, and I haven't been snoring at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, so here we go. Yes. I wouldn't say at all.
Well, okay, yeah, you know, because you're sleeping next to me.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's sometimes, yes. So really, because you would snore like 24/7 at this stage that we're in right now, and snore, and then it'd be loud. It was sometimes you weren't snoring, and then sometimes when you did, it was light.
It was subtle.
It was subtle,
That's
and I was like, "What is this?"
Yep.
I was like, "Who dis?" It was cool.
Yeah.
So it totally works. So yes, it's not like complete silence.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure if he adjusted the mouthpiece because you just got it, I'm sure if you adjusted it more forward, it probably would make it silent eventually.
Maybe.
Because I was reading the reviews and people said that it was like a 90-something percent success rate for stopping snoring.
Yes, like 93 or something.
Yeah, that was just super high. So, it was it was the Snore RX Pro. Wasn't it called?
Plus
Plus, or whatever.
Plus, yeah, that was what I got.
There's a regular and there's a plus. I think the difference between the plus, which is what you have, is a certain angle of the mouthpiece. And it adjusts more than the other mouthpiece if you need a bigger adjustment.
Exactly, that's right.
So anyways, but I think that if you were to adjust it more, I think you probably wouldn't make a noise.
It should work. The problem that I have, I feel like, and at least this happened like the first night, I'm guessing, I don't know this for sure, and it happened, my mouth it opens up really wide. So if I'm sleeping and my mouth starts to open, that thing comes loose. So I think I remember the first night, you woke me up, you're like, where's your mouth guard? And it was like in my arms. It was like in my chest and my arms like this. And I was like, oh, it must have fallen out, which I think it did. I think it fell because I didn't take it out.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's been working great. It's been working phenomenal, and it's pretty cool. It's because, man, I've been looking for stuff. Like, I've done so much research on this stuff, but
and it's $100. It was like $99.
Yeah.
But I have to say, worth every penny.
Yeah.
Because it actually works.
Yes.
And, you know, if you are a store and you have a spouse or somebody you're sleeping with, and they're not, you know, whatever, they're impacted by it, like, I think it's worth the price. I think
absolutely
a small price to pay for something that could be a permanent solution, you know?
Without a doubt.
So I'm excited. We're both super stoked.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm sure a lot of people, you know, probably watch this video, maybe you know people or, you know, yourself or, you know, someone you're with snores and stuff like that, because it's so common. You know, so many people snore. I was going to say, like, there are, like, several different things that you can do. I think everything, not one thing's going to work for everybody. You know, some things work for people, some things don't. But this thing really worked for me. Another thing, too, I do want to say, so I done, like, all this research on, like, you know, working on, breathing through your nose, so that way with mouth breathing, things like this don't happen, snoring and stuff like that. So literally for the last, like, 2 years, I've been working on breathing through my nose off and on. Like, there's been periods of times I'm, like, really, really good, and other times I'm not. Because majority of the time, I'm literally I breathe through my mouth. But you guys, my sinuses have been so clear since I've been actually just, like, breathing through my nose.
Yeah.
Like, I used to get terrible allergies all the time.
Yeah.
And even waking up in the morning, my nose would always be stuffed up.
Right.
I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember when I used to always have to blow my nose in the morning?
Always.
Do you remember?
Oh,
you do remember
sounded
that.
sick every morning.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Of course I remember that.
Okay, good.
I was like, what's going on? You're like, it's normal. I just have allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is normal in the sense that if you're not breathing through your nose, because then your airways apparently get, like, blocked up and stuff like that because you're not using them. So now that I'm using them, you guys, my sinuses, it's so much better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, that's just an interesting thing I wanted to say. However, it did not help me stop snoring.
Yeah. Fun fact, little bit of a tangent. If you look up mouth breathers and
my face pops up.
Mine too.
Yes. No.
No. If you look up mouth breathers.
Yeah.
There's a book on it. Like, they have certain facial features.
Yes.
Things about their face. Being a mouth breather versus a nose breather. And ideally, you want to be a nose breather. But my face is the epitome of a mouth breather.
Is it?
Beautiful.
No.
But it is.
Well,
You're so sweet. But I do have a lot of features. It's not like it makes someone, like, ugly or anything. Yeah. It's just, it's different. You should look it up. Yeah. Mouth breather, like, facial features.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think.
I think if you breathe through your nose, your head gets larger. Like, no joke. Like, that's literally
your head gets larger?
Your head gets larger.
Well, you have a large head and you never breathe.
I know.
So I don't know if that's true.
It's genetics. But, no, I do have to say, it does, like, increase, like, your jaw and things like that. Like, they did, like, all these studies, and I don't know how accurate the studies are, you know, because this is just information that we heard, you know, but they were talking about how, you know, a lot of people that breathe through their nose, it helps with teeth. Like, there's all these benefits with, like, teeth and, like, straightened teeth and stuff like that. So anyways, it's interesting stuff, you know, but I definitely now I'm working on breathing through my nose all the time as much as I possibly can, because just the sinus part is big for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, because again,
yeah,
it's nice to have the clear airways, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly
would help me too.
Yeah. Possibly.
My allergies and stuff. By the way, speaking of allergies, I do have moments for sure when we're here and I'll have allergies. You'll see it on the camera. Sometimes my eyes are, like, really red or whatever and, like, irritated. But compared to California, my allergies are so much better.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
living
for sure.
here, so that's been a perk.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys, I think we're wrapping this up. Okay. As you can see, our food is all gone.
I could not eat.
I know. I gave Kristen a hard time.
He's like, how many do you want? I haven't eaten all day.
Because you haven't eaten all day.
I was like, 5. He's like, 5? You're not going to eat 5. You always say you're going to eat more and you don't, blah, blah, blah.
Kristen always does that.
And I was like, no, I think I can eat 5. Anyway, so we made 4 each.
Yeah.
I could have had 5.
You know, I took a bite of my last one when you were finished.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I should have saved that for you.
Oh, no,
I was thinking that.
no.
But I felt like you would have said no. Anyways, but after I took the bite, I realized, I was like, I probably should have given that to you.
Yeah, it's like, or made 5 each.
Well, that would have been a better way to go. That would have been a smarter thing to do, but...
I'm just kidding.
You know.
Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we're going to see you tomorrow for another video.
For sure. Catch you guys next time.
Peace out, Trouts.
Peace.